It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah. I am doing the video on the most voted topic from the community post, which was Bosnian Ultras. I'm wearing a jacket from them right now. Official sign. I've been a part of the BH Fanaticos, which Ultras group that supports the Bosnian national teams. When I say teams, I say teams for a reason, since they support Bosnia's teams in any sport. They're supporting their country and the teams from any age. This is something really unique in Europe, and I think even the world, that a national team has a big Ultras following. I was a part of this group for 6 years, and I recently quit due to private reasons and stuff I'm not going to discuss in this video. But still, I'm very proud of this group, and I want to show you how fanatic not only the ultras but also the people themselves are when it comes to especially football, because football is like the main sport when it comes to Bosnia. How many of them abroad are coming towards the games? How many of them who don't have enough money to live in Bosnia itself give their last pennies to go to the World Cup in Brazil, or to go to the game in their own town or in Sarajevo. It's really amazing how much these people love football and how it brings us together. It makes us forget about everything else in life for this small moment, these 90 minutes. So as I said, the BH Fanaticos, BH Fanaticos is the main group in Bosnia. You have some other groups as well, but these have been around since the beginning. They're one of the first groups. They led a so-called war, to say so, against corruption in Bosnian football. And so this is like an ultra group that has deep ties to Bosnia itself. A lot of these people are also veterans from the war. So this is like a group that literally would give their lives for their country. Besides the football part, they also do a lot of humanitarian action. So when the floodings were in Bosnia, they were there to spread food, collect money, help people out. Bosnian government didn't want to pay our junior basketball team to go to the World Cup finals. So your country is going to a final of a World Cup in a sport, especially for the younger generation, and they couldn't afford everything. The BH Fanaticos gave a lot of their money to finance these youngsters to go to the final of the World Cup, which is insane that something like a group like that has to do that, because the own government won't pay it or can't pay it. At least they say so. Much more than a group, it's also a community. They do some stuff on the side, but never see them as anything else than an Ultras group. So let's go back way in time. Paris, Euro Cup qualifications. When I say Bosnians love football and they have an ultra scene, I mean that 20,000 people travel to away games for the national team. 20,000, and that's not even a high number. There's like these are numbers that are regularly achieved when it comes to away games in various sports from the Bosnian national team. And 20,000 on an away game for a national team, for a qualifier or a playoff, that's a lot. And this was in Paris. I don't know the exact dates anymore. I didn't go to the trouble to look them up because I think it's less relevant. I do the bigger picture and not the dates that the games were played on. Away game. All these people are lined up. And then they start singing. And just look at it as this. The Ultras group are the BH Fanaticos, which are a group of really strong fanatics who travel all across the world to watch them play. But wherever they are, the regular fans always join in, and they're always the ones leading the songs. And everyone else, even if you're not a Fanaticos, knows the songs. That's how fanatic just a regular supporters are. And I think, that ain't much, but you know, if you want to see a bit more about, you know, the fanatic supporting, we're gonna take a look at the game in Brussels, Belgium, 2015. There are more recent videos which I also go through, but I picked some highlights for this video. Look at how many Bosnians there are, and this is in the centrum of Brussels, in Belgium. And what they sing is everything that I would want in this moment, is for Bosnia to play and to win. These are like the real, you know, the real supporter songs. Every club, every big club has with some fanatic supporters has this. And it doesn't only remain to supporting like this. It also goes to pyrotechnics, of course. Smoke bombs. And because of regulations, police, and that kind of stuff, I may or may not have been there and on other games. So I'm not gonna talk about that in this video. They sing songs like I love the lily flowers, which is the sign that represents the Bosnian, the first Bosnian flag of independence. And these ultras still think that that is the actual flag that we should fly, since it is our flag and the first flag of a national, an independent national Bosnia and Herzegovina, and not this other one that has been formed just to satisfy all three people living in there. Since they and I also think and agree that the first flag was good enough to resemble the independent Bosnia and Herzegovina, since it was the colors, the signs, as you have seen in my other video about the Bosnian flag, represent Bosnia the best when it comes to the entire history. And of course, when the goals come into the stadium, this is how it looks. And this is the group of away people that were at this game, the only ones allowed, because this was the only amount of places that they allowed us to have. It was sold out, and there were Bosnian people on the Belgian side also sitting there as well. I don't know how they got the tickets, but this small part of the stadium was making more noise and having more flares and pyrotechnics than the entire stadium of Belgian people there. It's absolutely amazing. I've been doing this for a long time, and this is a game from 2010 in Bosnia, Germany, in Frankfurt, and look at it. They're already there. So this group started very early on and expanded throughout the years. And to get things straight, they're not hooligans. They don't go there to break stuff and to fight. They're ultras, they're fanatic supporters. And yeah, fights break out, stuff happens, but it's not the goal of these groups. This is an entrada, which they do in every city, is they march to the stadium, sing their songs along the way, and show off power and support to their team throughout the city. And usually people are really impressed that so many people are traveling to an away game, even though they're not even knowing that the game is happening, and they're like, wow, these guys are really fanatic. That they support other sports as well. So I have an example here that they're in I think it is a game in handball. I think it was handball or futsal, one of those two, but I think it was handball. And yeah, you look for yourself. Yeah, this is like crazy that these, you know, imagine you're a player from a country that's so small, that's so broke, that even the government cannot finance you to be and play at that game, to say so. And most of the time when it comes to away games, their parents and their family cannot even travel with them. They watch their own children play on TV. And you expect nothing. You're coming to a foreign country, you expect just you and the team, that's it, against the world. That can make you feel lonely. Yet then there all of a sudden is this group of people going nuts on the fucking seats, the stadium, to say so, depending on where it is, and supporting you. You know how much energy and morale this boosts for these players, especially the younger players. Not only younger players, and every player, but especially younger players. It's absolutely insane what it can do. Something that only the Fanaticos do, but that the people in general like football and sports. A couple of years ago, we qualified for the World Cup for the first time in history as an independent country. And this is how it got celebrated in the capital. And this went on all night until the next day. Everyone is drunk, celebrating, fireworks, flares going on through the entire city. All the cities in Bosnia. The whole main street in Sarajevo was filled with people. When the fans came back, they're all singing together. This is probably one of the best moments in our history. Probably in recent history, one of the best moments that I can remember in my life. I can't describe to you how happy I was when we qualified for this game. I just not able to put that in words, and to see the joy from our people, because in this one night, this small moment, we felt like we actually mattered to the world, to say so. We were a country that recently gained independence through blood, sweat and tears, and mostly blood. And we're there on the big stage, this small country on the big stage with all the big countries. Then during the World Cup, it got fucked up. Our coach started doing weird stuff. He changed the whole setup of playing that he didn't use during the qualifiers, so the games were terrible. But the qualifying games for this World Cup, we were the only country to qualify with 35 scored goals. And the second one had 11 or 12. We had 35. It's insane. This qualifying group was so strong. And it's such a shame that we didn't reach a higher spot when it comes to the World Cup due to decisions that the coach made. But even if we didn't proceed to the next round, this moment, this night is unforgettable and meant a lot to a lot of people in our country. I hope I gave you some insights on the Bosnian Ultras, the BH Fanaticos, or the Bosnian National Ultras. Of course, we have local clubs as well. If you want more information on the local ultras and the local clubs, let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe I'll make another video about that. Let me know what you think of these ultras groups and the way the Bosnian people support their country in sports. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I see you guys in the next video. Ciao.
Perfect.